Hi, welcome to Sumery P. Today on What's for Dinner, I've got gnocchi roasted in the oven in a sheet pan. It sounds weird? No, it sounds different, but it's delicious. I was inspired by a recipe I saw on the Delicious site and thought, yeah, I'm going to try gnocchi in the oven. So first step is pop your oven on 200 degrees C, which is about 400 Fahrenheit. Grab a large bowl, and I've got fresh gnocchi. So this serves four. It's a packet of 500 grams. So I'm just going to throw all that in. If you haven't had gnocchi before, gnocchi, that's how it's pronounced. It's pasta made with potatoes and a little bit of semolina. It's usually boiled, but today I'm going to roast it. And then we're going to drizzle 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And I've got some Italian herbs here, so we've got some oregano. So I'm just going to do just 1 teaspoon of that. Teaspoon of basil. This is all dried. And then I've got some garlic powder. You can use garlic granules. So I'm just doing just 1 teaspoon of that as well. You can use fresh garlic, but I find that that's less potent. And a tiny sprinkle of chili flakes, which is optional. We love chili. Then I've got a little small box of fresh tomatoes, so I'm just throwing that in. They're kind of too soft to do in a salad, so I'm going to roast them today. And here on my breadboard, I've got 1.5 zucchinis or courgette that I need to use up. So I'm just going to chop that in half again. And then just do it in little chunks. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to throw that in as well. If you've got a red pepper or capsicum, you can put that in, but I don't have one today. So I'm just using the vegetables I have on hand. And the perfect thing about the sheet pan recipe idea is that there's so much less washing up. It's all on one sheet. And if you use baking paper on your sheet pan, you don't need to even wash your sheet pan. Okay, that gets thrown in. And I've got 1 onion, which I've already peeled, and I'm just chopping it in half. And I like doing it lengthways when I roast it. So that just goes in, try and separate a little bit. And then I'm going to add some fresh greens when it comes out of the oven. So grab our large spoons and we'll just toss all that around so everything's coated. Whoop! We have a runaway gnocchi. So that's my large sheet pan, which is my large baking tray that just slides in the oven. So I've just lined it with the baking paper, as I said. And I throw all this on. Just spread it out so everything is separated. My oven's hot enough, so I'm going to roast it for 20 minutes, but I'm going to stop it halfway and toss it around at about the 10-minute mark, and then dinner will be ready. So I'm going to go away, clean up, have a cup of tea while dinner's cooking in the oven. My timer went off, so it's time to get out dinner. And it smells delicious. It's all sizzling, all the tomatoes have popped open. So to serve this, all I'm going to do is grate some Parmesan cheese. You can either do it now or you can do it at the table. So I'm going to do it now so it can melt a little bit. This is a big piece of Parmesan. It's really hard to hold. Now, if you have pesto, you can add pesto. I'm fresh out of pesto at the moment, but I've got this piece of fresh mozzarella that needs using up. So I'm just going to throw that on as well, just tearing off chunks of mozzarella. I can't talk sometimes. And you can transfer this to a serving plate, but I'm not fussing. I just want to show you how simple it is and how great it looks. I've got some fresh parsley that I've washed, so I'm just going to throw some of that on. Just the leaves, I just put that on for a little bit of green and colour. You can chop it if you want to be fancy, but I'm just being quick and easy. Got some baby spinach leaves here, so I'm just going to throw some of them on as well. I'll just put a few on, and then I'll put some more on the table when I serve it. So there it is, and I'll come closer and show you close up. So there you have it. That's my roasted gnocchi and what's for dinner. So I hope you've liked it. Give it a go and let me know in the comments below if you've liked it. Share this with a friend and stick around and I'll share some links to a few of my other what's for dinners. And if you've got any ideas that you want me to video, just let me know and I'll see you next time. Bye. I'm going to go away and have dinner. Yum. See ya.